I always intro it. Why don't you guys?
This is why. That's quite an intro. I think you meant like,
I mean, like, say you're
like a hi, say a hello, like a greeting. Salutations!
Hey everybody, this is StS Boss. Welcome to StS Enterprises.
You almost forgot. You almost forgot who we were.
Who are we? What are we doing here?
Well, I'm the Ox.
Ooh, it's STS with the Ox.
Yeah, in the morning. Playing the hits from the 80s, 90s,
and aughts.
But fuck you, 2000.
Oh, not the aughts.
What else we want?
Is that what it's called, the aughts?
Yeah, that's like when you, like, when it's the 1901 or 2001, you can go aught one. Fascinating stuff, I know.
I did not know that.
I think so. I think that's what you can do, is it not? The people will let me know.
What was this episode called?
I don't know.
I think it was Breathe.
Because Nacho's fucked.
Ooh, that makes sense. And bad pony-haired guy is fucked.
Oh, yes.
He can't breathe, if that's the name of it. The first one was Smoke, right? This one is Breathe. That makes sense.
Breathe. Oh, I thought you had more. Go to Oh, that
I was just staring at Oxnard.
I put in a few new ones in there.
Oh, did you? I always forget questions for the head. Which song is your own personal national anthem? So instead of the Star Spangled Banner, what is your...
like a song that
theme song?
You. Like, what's the song you would pick for you?
That's a good one.
I
don't know.
It's definitely a song from Grand Theft Auto Vice City, but I'll have to look at which one.
So that's like your theme song through life. Like it permeates through your life.
Yeah.
Like you'll just be in a situation and you're
Okay.
like, this is like the theme music playing right now for me.
Not really. I'll just think of one I love, and that's
It's
it.
just a song you like. Well, that might be an actual song then. If it's not an original to the game, right? It's
No,
like
actual
from the
song.
radio.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Oxnard?
I don't know. Maybe Particle Man? I don't know.
Particle Man.
Particle Man. Particle. What? That's hilarious.
No, it's, oof. And I wrote the question. You think I would have had an answer? I'll think about it.
I don't know. I mean, definitely.
All the leaves are brown. All the leaves are
That's
brown.
it. And the sky's gray.
And the sky's gray. I've been for a while
On a winter's day. Starting
dipped
to...
into a puddle. I don't know the words.
Now my shoe is wet. Now his shoe is wet.
Gotta get some new shoes at the store on such a winter's day.
I would say maybe In Chains by the War on Drugs, or maybe Red Eyes, or Under the Pressure.
I have a question.
yeah.
What movie do you think of when
Definitely
you hear
a
that
War on
song?
Drugs song.
Four Feathers.
The Four Feathers, obviously. Starring Heath Ledger and the guy from American Beauty. That wasn't
it doesn't make
Kevin
sense,
Spacey.
Paul.
Not Congo. I think they sing that in Congo.
Really?
Yes.
I saw Congo once, and that's a mistake.
I saw it twice.
I
Very
just remember
satisfying.
I've seen parts of it, and I absolutely
Did you have the
detested it.
I just
game
remember
Congo?
John Voight leaping from a sitting position and grabbing
As
a
a
guy with his
was
legs.
he? Did he play
No,
one
that's
of
not.
the?
That's
apes?
not Congo.
That's Anaconda.
I'm thinking Anaconda.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen Anaconda.
I've seen Congo.
I've
yes.
seen
Congo
Anaconda
with the
way
monkey.
too many
Bad gorilla,
times.
ugly gorilla.
Yeah. Bad gorilla.
I hate
With
that
the
movie.
fakest looking fucking
Yeah.
gorilla I've ever seen.
And then the evil silver gorilla, right? Isn't that?
They were like
the bad gorillas.
evil mutant gorillas,
Yeah.
and then they kill
Oh,
them with
there's
lava.
more
at the
than
end.
one.
Yeah, there's like
Oh,
a whole bunch
I
of
thought it
them.
was just like that one silver.
I had the
back.
game Congo.
Wow.
There was a game.
Amazing.
It garnered that much interest that it
It
needed
was
a game?
awesome, but I sucked. I didn't know where the fuck to go. It was like Myst. Did you ever play Myst? Like puzzles
Oh.
and
Is
shit?
that what it was like?
That
a first
was
person?
That was basically what Congo was like. And
What?
you're looking,
It wasn't a side
You're
scroller?
looking for clues, and it was fucking impossible for me. I don't know what fuck age I was, but it was ridiculously hard.
I'm blown away that it was
I
like
would love
Myst.
to go back and play that game and try to
I'm sure. What
found,
system was it?
PC.
Oh,
You ever
damn.
play like Seventh Guest and stuff like? Is it like that? Like Myst? That kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
These are old
kinda
games I
Myst
had.
is.
Me and my brother were going through some old stuff, and I remember playing these. These are the same kind of games. But...
And I could not beat Myst either. That was fucking hard.
Titanic?
yeah, it's like you get.
Please tell me that the Celine Dion song just plays the
No,
entire
it's
time.
not based on the movie at
You
all.
must defeat the Billy Zane as a boss battle.
You're like an agent from the future, I think, and you're sent to the Titanic to get something that they needed in the future that was lost in the sinking.
Was this before or after the
My
movie?
teacup!
It's super old.
Crashed!
Ooh, this looks fun. Dust, a tale
That
of
one
the
is.
Wired West.
Yeah. It was cool. It's like puzzle games. You talk to people.
Well, looks like we got a bunch of wires here.
I'm going to load it up
Might as
one
well
day.
string them up around town, see
do
if
a
something
let's
happens.
Well,
Now we got electricity around here.
it's a wild... And for the longest time, I thought it was Tale of the Weird West, because I was an idiot as a child.
Yep. Yep.
Clearly says Wired.
No, but you know what? It's weird that it says Wired. Why? That's just, you don't expect it
Because
to be there.
there's parts where you need to use like telegraph and stuff.
That's
It's like and I remember there was a ghost because you go to a cemetery and then you go to one part and you just see a ghost pass by. It's pretty scary.
Well, because where there's electricity,
well-
there will be ghosts.
Well, Oxnard in Congo, there's areas you go to, and one of those bad gorillas blurs by, and you're like, "What the fuck was that?" It's like actually really scary. I thought. It
I
was
guarantee it's probably exactly the same thing as a ghost in the dust.
look, I could see that. Aside from the fact that it's based on the movie, like that makes it stupid, but I can see it being extremely scary, like a first-person jungle,
Yeah.
like puzzle game where there's crazed apes.
And
Pitfall, anyone?
Basically, you're
First-person Pitfall.
It's just like the movie where there was a team that went to this diamond, try to get these
There
diamonds.
then was not a team.
And another
it
team
was
went to see what
consumed by
happened.
apes.
So you're coming across like a camp
Every
that was
ape he
basically
finds.
destroyed, and there's like motion sensor guns set up and things like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
These are pretty smart apes.
You get to cook delicious ape meat out in
Ape
the bush.
burgers, ape
Yeah.
salads.
Oh yeah. Oh, an ape. I
ape
like it's
sauce
like
salad.
it's like a Cobb salad but with ape.
Yes.
It's delicious.
Better call Saul.
Well, it just opens up with Fring's guy
Yes.
getting some information on
We've
him.
seen this
Doctor.
guy before, right? This was the guy from Breaking Bad, wasn't it?
Isn't he
That
the doctor?
saved-
Yeah, he put him through med school.
Isn't he the doctor guy?
That
Yeah,
saves
he
Mike,
saves him.
or
No,
that
saves-
saves Jesse.
Both of them. Frank and Mike.
Fring drinks the poison, then remember he makes himself throw
Yeah,
up.
That's who it was. Yeah,
Mike
yeah.
gets shot.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
when
Mike
he
gets
gets
shot.
there, Fring is the one who has
Yeah, that's right.
what's the word?
Huh?
Has not dominance. It's more important.
Dominance?
He's
Yeah,
the
he's the priority.
the
he's the
priority. The priority.
Sorry, he has dominance. I must treat him first. He dominates me.
His dominance.
He does have dominance as well as he exhibits in this very episode.
Yeah, it's terrifying. This
From
man.
now on, you
is he one of the greatest TV villains of all time?
absolutely
Maybe.
because you love
Wrong.
him. Oh,
No, yeah, I think.
I think Jean Ralphio from Parks and
Better
Rec is one of
than
the
Walter
greatest TV
White?
villains of all time.
Ooh, as a villain, I never thought.
'Cause
Yeah,
think about how what a manipulative shit he is.
yeah. Well, Tom,
He cares nothing for other people. He's a complete narcissist.
cause I'm flush with cash.
Yeah, yes.
I'm
My
basically
grandma just
homeless.
died, so you know what that means. I'm flush with
Clothes, girls, women, mom, and his sister.
So you think Frank's
yeah.
better than
John
Walter
Ralphio?
White?
Walter White again.
He's not really.
Actually, yeah, it's
Walter
true.
White is a monster.
I know. I was
In this
gonna
episode,
say.
you see Fring, Mike, Lydia, all people that Walter White is going to kill.
Saul.
Saul.
Saul's like, oh, I can't wait to rob these people that I just embarrassed in this interview that he has with them.
Yeah.
Now,
What
I
was
want
that
your
about?
take. I honestly,
I
I
have some
don't know,
ideas.
and I wanted to ask you guys because I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't
is
get
the thing.
around.
I feel-
Was he just trying to like chuck people? Like you're an idiot and I'm better than you. Or like, was he acting out from grief? I don't know. My wife
what do
was
you
very
think?
confused too.
I
Otherwise,
think
Alex
that well, after I saw that, not like during it, I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but after I saw it, I was like, oh, I guess he's going to just try to get as many jobs as possible and reject them all just to show everybody or show himself that he could do whatever the fuck he wants. I don't know.
Here's my
Oh, yeah,
reasoning.
that's interesting. Let's have it.
You must remember his
This is
father.
gonna be good.
His father, and he would witness his father being
yeah.
fooled.
That's right.
By people. Jimmy, he can manipulate people beautifully. He knows how to do it. He probably learned from watching his father fall for it all the time. And so now that he's tricked these people just off the street and said this stuff, they're beneath him now. They sicken him now. He hates manipulating people and then using because he sees them as less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was like a roller coaster because it's like, oh wow, it's the best job interview I've ever seen. Like, oh Jimmy, don't go back in the room, you're gonna lose the job. But then they give him the job on the spot.
Yeah.
But then he's sickened. Like, what's wrong with you? I could be a serial killer. All this.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good.
I think it goes back
I think
to his
you're
dad,
spot on
and he
there.
doesn't want to. He hates seeing people being taken advantage of like that. And it was a small-handed lawyer from Always Sunny. He was the
That's
guy.
right.
Yeah.
Charlie's uncle, right?
Yeah. Also, I think he went back in.
Got nice hands.
Maybe he was also like, yeah, put your hands over my. Yeah, those look like my hands.
What I wouldn't do for those hands.
What is wrong with that guy?
His hands.
It's just your hands, man.
It's like Trump. Not so small, are they?
And also, I think he was going back in, kind of like to look around the room a little more because he's interested in that little.
Yes, it all
Tincture.
kind of came together a little bit more. Also, maybe he makes himself. Maybe he was doing it to make himself feel better, knowing he's going to try and rob them later.
Something like
So
that.
he's like, "Well, these people are idiots. They deserve it."
The guy said,
Fuck
"I
'em.
got to put these in a dumpster soon." So they are.
I
kinda
was like, "What?"
dumb.
I was
That's
like,
true.
"That's a weird thing to say."
Oh, a little
It's like
detail.
trophies.
One detail about that Hummel. Just because he knows what,
looks
which Hummel it is, doesn't mean he could look up the price. Because underneath Hummels, they have a different marking. They're made in Germany and different from different,
Casts.
I guess, different ages of Hummels or however old
Maybe
they
that'll
are.
be a twist
But yeah,
later
they are.
on.
I think they might be different casts too. Like different, like there's a famous artist who made them, but there's different markings that have a lot to do with the price. So he wouldn't have seen the marking. It's underneath
Right, just
the Hummel.
because, like, right.
So there's no way we know
exactly.
it was
Yeah,
that much money.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be a
Boom!
twist later on. He's going to go through all this effort for something that's worthless. You know.
Well, I don't even think it's going to happen. Mike,
Hey,
I
that
don't
might
think
happen.
Mike wants any part of that. Because that's who he calls, right? Saul goes
Yeah, he
out
leaves a
back and he
message.
call Mike.
But he's busy. He's
Leave a
hanging out with his
message.
granddaughter at the
How
park.
do you
was,
do this?
Was that the Merry Wanderer? Because I actually know what some of them are called.
Oh, yeah? Why is you a fan?
No, it was called
your grandma or
Bavarian-
something have...
The Bavarian boy or something.
Oh, really?
Little
Okay.
Bavarian boy.
Can a Bavarian boy be a merry wanderer also? Why
I
do they have to be
guess.
pigeonholed? That's
I
why I
don't know,
can't
man.
collect them.
I never even heard of those things before. All right, Nacho goes to his dad's garage. His
He
dad's
says-
thrilled to see him. Immediately pops open the
They have a
champagne.
big, long conversation.
They hug for like
It
5
might have
minutes.
two names, but it is the Merry Wanderer. This one.
Wrong again, Oxnard.
See?
Is that the one he saw?
They might have two names, though. Sometimes they have two names. It's weird. But, moving on.
So this money that Nacho's dad takes out of this lockbox.
And arbitrarily puts into 3 piles, as if each pile is supposed to be a certain amount.
I think it's like
I thought it was
100,
just like 1,000 each.
1,000.
You can't, he doesn't, like, he just kind of takes and plops them into 3 different piles. There's not, like...
He might have OCD.
But they
Give-
didn't
cut the guy a
count
break.
each... It's not like an even amount of bills in
But
each
what
pile.
doesn't make sense to me is why...
Why would you even lay it out like that?
Why does he need to give Don Hector money? I thought he was just... It was just a front. I didn't think... Why would cash go through him? I don't know.
Well, it's just, it's just always a front. Remember they lost the taco place?
Yeah, I guess it makes sense that cash is going through his business.
Also, he's like basically saying, take this money and go.
Laundering.
'Cause I don't wanna see
You have
you.
to launder the money.
But he wouldn't... my point is, I don't think he would get... Like, why would he be giving the drug dealers money? It's more that the drug dealers are saying, okay, you need to add this much to your books as fake transactions. There's no
Right.
cash exchange.
Well, then they get the cash, though.
But that's the thing. They have the cash from their
I
drug
see.
deal.
Oh, I
they don't
see.
give him
They already
the
got
cash
the cash.
ever.
They're
Yeah.
just fudging his books.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't know what that was about.
I think the problem is we're good people, so we don't know how this... we don't understand how this works exactly.
Now, Saul, is his hair falling out? Is that what's going on there?
He's
Okay.
losing a little hair. Probably because
interesting.
of stress.
Is that true? Because I feel like I'm stressed a lot.
He doesn't realize he's bald.
Wait, what? Oh, shit! I've been living a lie!
I put a wig on him when he's asleep before he wakes up every morning.
Wow.
For the past 10 years, I've been doing it. I'm exhausted.
That's crazy.
Why doesn't he do it for me?
I don't know.
Bastard!
The truth is, boss, you've never meant all that much to me.
Oh, job!
Here's $5,000 from my will.
But what do you think is in that note?
Probably exactly what Kim said. Wow, that was a powerful scene.
Maybe not, though.
Yes. What if it says, Jimmy, the money is buried here and it's yours?
What if it's
All I know
like-
is that note is...
How crazy would that be of Chuck to do that?
Or what if it opens with, hello, Gene. Dun, 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 and he reads it in the future. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh!
and Chuck Time traveler!
Oh wait, does he have that letter in the future? Because remember, he goes through his stuff, and
I think
there might be something like that.
If we go back,
in there.
it might be in there, and I think that's when he's finally going to read it. But I think that letter is also going to have something to do with Kim and Saul. They're going to have some big fight or something, and that might be at the center of it. Because when he comes back from looking for the job, he kind of lies to her,
right?
And she lies to him. But it's to spare each
Well,
other's
he
feelings.
does go to the other ones.
Yeah, but
he doesn't really lie to her because he said they offered me the job,
right?
And then he says the other ones are good, and I think I might get a couple of callbacks. So he just doesn't give her all the details about how I got the job, and they were basically like, oh, he does say that like it didn't feel right. So he's pretty honest with her, still.
Not saying everything there.
Well, you think he should have said that I went back and then I got the job and then I yelled at them because they gave it to me after I gave them some song and dance?
Could have said that. Man, this guy has small hands. It's crazy how tiny his hands are.
How can he sell with those hands?
How can he operate a printing machine?
A printing press, you were going to say.
I forget. What year is this again? Does the internet...
Like 2004 or something.
2004, okay.
Right?
Did you ever have a job where you copied a lot? I did.
Yeah, I have a job. I do that now. I make copies all the time.
I copy
in my
sometimes,
job.
but
Basically,
it's not complex
what I
copying,
do, I have
though.
to make copies of things. Yeah.
I mean, everybody makes copies of stuff.
It's the
I
heart
used
of
to
the
have to
business.
copy,
Ka-chunk.
like-
Ka-chunk.
I used to have to
Ka-chunk.
copy like books and shit for
no, I
ugh,
never did that.
like annoying shit like that.
I want to go to the library because I heard that could be like a treasure trove for like DM books and stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
And books in general.
Take them and never return
And
them.
Just books in
characters
general. And characters.
and other players we can invite.
yes, that's right.
What?
I just
Dungeons
needed
and
to
Dragons.
use the bathroom.
I used to play that years ago.
A lot of people
Sonny,
play D&D.
Let me tell you something. I'm a dragon. Wow! You're in!
It's just you
This guy's
alone.
already Dragon Kid. He's got his character all rolled up.
What do you think these keys are behind Jimmy?
I don't know.
Like,
I
he's
just
the
noticed
key.
them this time.
He's the
around.
key.
I didn't notice them until you just mentioned them.
All right.
Why does it? Sorry. I was just watching the episode a little bit. I felt like,
cut out
did they
silences.
really have to have such a rigorous interview process for this particular job?
Well, they want a guy who has experience selling stuff.
I guess
you know.
so. I don't know. Are there still door-to-door salesmen like this?
Well, it was a long time
In
ago.
2018, you get shot.
Yeah, you're right. It is. Yeah, we just talked about it. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I
Ever
forget.
see he's a stand-up Italian guy, Salo Blanco. I forget his
This
name.
is the most.
Meniscalco?
I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, he has a great bit. It was like when he was a kid, the doorbell rings, you go to the door, oh, hey, come in, I'll
yeah.
have some coffee, this and that.
Yeah.
Like today, they ring the doorbell, everyone hide.
Yeah.
So peeking out the window, who the hell is ringing the doorbell at 3 in the afternoon?
Yeah. Dude, that is exactly me.
Yeah.
It's like, who the fuck just rang my doorbell?
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck is
Me
this
too.
shit?
Me
And then
too.
I get an alert that my Amazon package was delivered. I'm like, oh, all right, good. Good. But I'm like, what the fuck?
But he's a really funny stand-up.
That is funny. That is spot on. Spot on. I've said that twice now.
Ka-chunk.
I don't know why I keep saying that.
Well,
Anyway. Good stuff. What else? Oh, man, Kim really lets Howard have it.
that was
That
awesome.
was incredible.
that was one of the
Yeah,
best
same.
scenes of the
Yeah, it
whole
was.
series so
Yeah,
far for me.
absolutely. That was amazing.
So the same way how Chuck became like a really big deal last season, I think this season's going to be like Kim's kind of arc, ultimately leading up to whatever is going to happen. It'll be funny if like nothing tragic happens to her. Like,
Nothing might tragic. I don't think anything tragic will happen to her.
Maybe they just go their separate
I think
ways.
they're just going to like, it's just going to end.
I want to know what's going on with the secretary, who shows up late on Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's
Where's
right.
she?
Yeah. What
Last we saw
yeah.
her, she was drinking tequila, and now she disappeared.
Hey, he probably just randomly
Why she
called
disappeared? And
Oh, man. Why
You know
does...
what? Just hold on.
Yeah.
When he was going around for jobs,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe he meets the guy who runs the laser tag place. Because remember, he always tries to get Walt to
Oh,
use the
yeah.
laser tag place as the embezzlement in front.
might be, yeah. I wonder what he'd be applying
the
for
laser
there.
tag.
I want him to meet that guy, and the guy would just be like,
I'm gonna go to that place. That place looks awesome. Looks like they have
laser
DDR.
tag.
Yeah. Oh, man. DDR. Yeah, man. I thought it was fantastic. Because you know what? I didn't realize, too. I was so focused on how Jimmy reacted to Howard in the last episode that I didn't realize. Like Kim is exactly right about how Howard.
So Kim is
selfish. Howard
totally
was
in love
there.
with Saul, right? This is obvious now.
I think so. Yeah. Absolutely, totally, genuinely
Who
cares
isn't?
about him. Yeah,
Bang
I love
'em.
them both.
Hot.
At the same time.
He's losing his hair, but he's still got it now. You
Question?
wake up as this one. Oh no, this is a different one. You wake up as a dog. You can save any historical figure from imminent danger or death. Who is the historical figure?
What does that have to do
Lincoln.
with waking up as a dog, though?
Because you have to do it as a dog. So explain
Abraham
who,
Lincoln.
and how would you save him as a dog? What's he doing that you
I
save
would.
him?
Well, he's getting shot in the
I
theater.
would probably.
Well, it doesn't have to be that. It can be anything you make up.
Of course it is.
I would. Well, if I did anything
You take
like
the bullet?
Yeah, no, I would attack probably John Wilkes Booth, sure, but I have
How-
to make it to
how-
hold
Ford's
on,
Theater.
hold
I'd have
on,
to
though.
make it to Ford's Theater.
But this is what I would do.
No dogs allowed. Famously, no
Same
dogs allowed.
scenario. I would put myself in a position to
Run for
get
office.
adopted by John Wilkes Booth.
Did they adopt
we
dogs
would
back
go. We would go on hunting trips together. I would help him find shit, and there
Find
would be a
presidents to
little.
shoot.
There would be a little hunting accident.
Just
Da,
Paul,
da, da.
Paul wraps around a Colt Remington.
Fluffy, no!
Oh man.
I would say.
I'm thinking more dramatically. I would like as Booth is sneaking into the theater box. You know what I mean? I would like and
Push him
leap,
off the
and I would
balcony.
or like bite the arm that's about to shoot him. He's got to watch out. He's got the
You
hunting
gotta go
knife
for the
though.
balls.
The balls.
Now, am I a dog that likes other dogs sexually? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. Do you?
He's gonna bang Hitler's
Are there
dog.
any really hot, famous women who like having sex with dogs that I can say?
What? What?
Well, I'm a dog.
Marilyn Monroe was famous
If I'm
for
a
having
dog, I'm
sex
not-
with
Most girls
dogs.
love like dogs. If you're a cute dog.
Yeah, but if it's my brain and a dog, I'm going to do something.
well, you could just sniff them all over. They don't know.
Is it your brain and a dog? You just say you wake up as a dog.
Well, I would imagine you have some consciousness in there, your own thoughts. In there.
So not only do I wake up as a dog, but I've also time traveled.
That's it. You just wake up as a dog. Maybe save Caesar.
Save
yeah?
Caesar.
Yeah. There's a cool
I mean,
part
the
of that
Romans
story.
had a lot
That's
of
pretty
good things
cool.
going. You know.
Take that, Brutus.
I'm not happy with Mike's granddaughter's 5-minute little bullshit here. I mean, this guy had places to go,
yeah.
things to do.
Did it look super cold where they were?
Not really.
Well, they're up high, I guess.
Are they? Because I thought I saw a breath coming out, and Mike's face looked like chapped, like from
Really?
like cold weather or something.
In Albuquerque?
I don't know.
I think it's high
And he's all
elevation.
bundled up, and she's behind, and people behind him are bundled up. It looked fucking freezing where
Maybe
they
it was
were.
just a cold morning. or
Yeah, but
something.
maybe I don't know where. Yeah. Well,
There's-
let's see. You know what? What's the temperature? Computer.
Alexa.
What's the temperature in Albuquerque, New Mexico? It's gonna be hot now, though.
Mexico. It's 91 degrees.
91
Oh, it's
degrees.
freezing over there.
freezing.
Expect a low of 68 degrees.
Oh,
Oh, it goes down low.
it does. The desert.
So it
gets
might have been
cold.
very early morning.
Maybe.
That makes sense. He picks up the kid early morning, and then they do
Alexa.
stuff.
Alexa.
Well, it's
computer.
5 o'clock. Get up. We're
You
going to
do
the
this.
park.
Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, this is what I have this at home.
You know,
I
old
was gonna
men,
ask-
they can't sleep late.
That's true. They go to bed early.
Also,
and
Mike
they wake
doesn't
up
sleep.
early.
Remember? He
doesn't.
stay up for like weeks at a time.
That's true.
He
Watches
micro sleeps.
Westerns.
Eating crab apples. Yeah, watching westerns and eating crab apples. And the ball game.
And
He
the
watches
ball
the
game.
Albuquerque Adams, too.
The Isotopes will lose.
Oh, the Isotopes. Yeah, not the Adams.
That's the rival team. Come on, man.
Fuck Adams.
The Austin Adams.
How cold does Albuquerque, New Mexico get in the wintertime?
Sorry, I'm not sure about it.
What do you mean?
What's the coldest?
Siri would know.
What was the coldest day in Albuquerque?
What was the coldest day in Albuquerque? 2018.
I'm not sure.
This is like the when Alex Jones. You see that stupid video of that fucking whack shit?
What the gay frogs?
No, the one where he's talking to Alexa and he's going, Alexa, do you work for the CIA?
The FEMA cabs are gay
No.
frogs turn
Yeah.
the frogs gay.
And she's like, no, I work for Amazon. Alexa, are you lying to me? No, Alexa, who is Jeff Bezos?
How long did this go on?
Oh, my brother sent me only we were cracking
Oh
up because
my
he's such
God.
I mean, it'd be funnier if he wasn't such an absolute monster, but it was like It's insane. It's
And
like, I have mainstream newspaper articles that say that you work for the CIA. It's fucking insane. And he's just there talking, and he waits so long. He goes, Alexa, and there's a long pause, and then he starts to ask his question, and then he goes, I'm sorry, I don't understand. And he's like, see? Conspiracy! Oh, it's got to check back with the central computer for that one.
You ever see him on Joe Rogan, boss?
He was actually on Joe Rogan?
Yeah, and he was smoking weed and drinking. It was pretty funny. He's a lunatic. He's a
Oh,
lunatic.
he's an absolute psycho. My God,
But also,
did you see where he walks up to people and he's walking down the street of like Seattle or something, and then people that he passes by, they just tell him to fuck off, and then he runs right up to them. Oh no, you're gonna tell me? And he starts like he starts trying to talk to people on the street, and then they recognize who he is.
The only thing
and
I
they
like,
tell him that they think he's an asshole.
the only thing I like that he did is that he snuck a camera into the Grove or whatever it's called, where all the rich people meet up and they dress in red robes and they have those weird parties.
Huh? An Eyes Wide Shut party?
Yeah, like
Really?
It's someplace.
Now, how do we know that is even? I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah,
If it comes from him, it's probably fucking fake.
no, it was real. He snuck in. Look it up. This was
I
years
can't
ago.
believe it because it's Alex Jones and everything.
Well, it
he
was another
says
guy he
and
hired to,
does
like,
is
sneak
bullshit.
in.
Again, it's probably
It's
fucking
weird. It's like
staged.
there's like a giant statue of an owl, and then there's like this weird play they have to do with hooded robes. It's just
it's
weird.
Probably fake. That is,
I don't know, man.
can guarantee you that is fake.
It's kind of
and
weird.
bullshit.
All the richest, most powerful people meet up and do weird.
No, what's
robe
weird
plays.
is that that's exactly what would play into like one of his conspiracies, and he hired some guy to go out there,
And he also
and
had
he
to hire.
just gets right in and sneaks it in. It's ridiculous.
Had to hire a lot of actors too. Yeah.
Exactly. No, it's no problem to hire
All
actors.
right. Get a giant.
You wanted me to fake an Eyes Wide Shut sex party? I'll do it right now.
All right.
Boss, put this robe on.
Okay. So
Anyway,
the twins,
sidetracked.
Salamanca twins, they're
Yeah.
back.
Oh man, those guys are terrifying.
Frang's pretty upset that Salamanca's not doing too good.
The doctor was
so-
hilarious.
Yeah, he got a doctor from Johns Hopkins.
Yeah, he did.
A special grant.
Who speaks Spanish and
Yeah.
turns out these guys do talk. It's just unless
They don't want to talk.
they don't want to talk unless it's Spanish.
They don't even want to talk to their beloved uncle, who the doctor said talk to him.
That
and
was
he'll feel
like-
better, and they go speak.
That is a perfect example of dry humor.
Yeah,
It's just dry, and the looks that Nacho's giving them and everything. It's funny.
it's funny that she like didn't give a shit because these guys are clearly terrifying.
I could take them.
Oh yeah, sure.
Not even. No, not a chance. Them looking at me, I'd melt.
Man, the things that these guys have done, the horrible atrocities that they have committed.
I'm surprised they're still around because when they're out to kill, like remember they tried to kill Hank, they have no regard for like who's watching or anything. It's like
I think it's weird that
Broad daylight.
they're all visiting him in the hospital. I do not think they would go there.
why not?
Because it's like, oh, this is weird. Who are these guys? How do they know this guy? I don't know.
Friends of the family.
I feel like it would not
Well,
happen.
look, the doctor's in on it too. She knows what's going on.
Yeah, she knows the
Well,
deal.
yeah, but...
But then basically like one of the
she wants him to talk to him.
Yeah.
Stimulate his neurons.
one of the and one of the big things with this scene then was that Nacho basically had to be like, you're gonna get strong and you're gonna get through this, and he had to like lie, and it was like so hard for him to even do that.
And then they didn't want to talk. They're like, you talk. Talk to our uncle.
Yeah.
Make him
Talk,
better.
Go. We don't really
Just
know.
like, okay, how long do you want us to do this?
You know, he tried to drown me once. You know that?
Oh man.
In the very beginning, when those two orderlies were walking by,
How did they not see the doctor and the...
but what were they talking about? Because I swore for
Oh,
a
I don't
second I
know.
thought they were talking about D&D. I might be crazy. He was talking about something running numbers. I think maybe they were talking about sports, but I was like,
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to go back.
I could just barely hear what they were talking about. But it's probably D&D. Thank you, Vince Gilligan.
You are a genius. You can do no wrong. This guy's ponytail is outrageous to me. I can't stand it.
No, if you guys want, you can fast forward.
Well-
It's so bouncy.
You don't have to worry about
Yeah.
it. Do you want to talk about the last scene when this guy randomly he just wants to take 6?
Well, he thinks he's being a fucking tough guy badass.
Man, what an idiot!
Seriously.
What the fuck?
Well,
I was like, why on earth is he doing this?
he didn't want to show weakness because they know the Don's
How
gone.
do you think you're gonna get away with that?
I don't know. That was
It
a great
wasn't even
shot.
about
though.
that. Frank didn't even give a fuck about that.
Yeah, Fring had
He
just...
was going to do that no matter what.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
no, but no, that the fact that he wanted a sixth, drug cube.
Yeah.
Drug cube. This summer, are you man enough to enter
He was
the
arrested
cube?
with 12 drug cubes found on this person.
It's
My
sort
boy,
of,
why, my boy?
it sort of gave Frang an excuse to just kill him. Because he could just say, "Oh, well, he wanted too much drugs, so fuck him."
But he was gonna do it anyway.
He had just
I think,
read
maybe
the blood report
that
from
was
the guy.
all, yeah.
And, obviously he said, hey, his heart medication wasn't in his system. And then he sees Nacho throwing some pills out. So he's doing that in front of Nacho. Kind of the same way he killed that guy in front of Walter White. Like, trying to... Remember,
You're mine.
Yeah, Walter's always trying to escape.
This is your situation.
Yeah.
You can't
Nacho's
escape.
trying to escape.
Yeah.
I hope he escapes. It reminds me of like Jesse, where he's trying to get out, but you just can't, no matter what the fuck you're trying to do.
I think it's going to end much more tragically than that, though.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately.
Maybe he'll go to
escapes,
Alaska.
No? Lives a good life in Asia somewhere.
In Asia? Is
Yeah,
that where Jesse
far away.
is fabled to
No,
be?
Nacho, I'm saying.
Why is he going to Asia?
Oh, why Asia?
It's far away from Mexico? I don't know.
Well,
It was the North Pole. Why didn't he go there?
I think the speculation is that Jesse...
And this is how the lore of Santa Claus was born.
Nacho Claus.
But I think that it's going to end much more tragically for Nacho than it did for Jesse. I don't think
I hope
because
he
the
escapes.
father is saying like, "Well, what about you? When do you get out?" And he's like, "I'm working on it, but I think it's going to end very badly."
This scene is hilarious. I don't know why. Like, it reminded me, like... Have you ever read the Godfather book?
I never read the Godfather book,
but
no.
in the book, like, the aspect of, like, I've never let a woman interfere with, like, the business or something like that. Like, I just got that vibe from Frank. This lady's like, well, he's going to investigate the other warehouses, and he stole a badge. Give him a badge. As if it's like, bitch, just fucking do what I'm telling you. And he just
What I
hangs
think
up.
is so good is that like they need her, but then everybody hates her.
Yeah.
Like in Breaking Bad too.
In Vince Gilligan fashion, every
She's
female
so
character
hated. Is that right? Is that
Basically.
yeah? Skyler,
Marie,
or this one.
Lydia. Is there one possible? Oh, Kim.
Well,
Okay.
Kim, yeah.
Kim,
You don't hate Kim.
yeah.
Whoa,
Kim,
whoa.
yeah.
What if she's really a man?
Vince Gilligan is still a genius.
That could be the twist. We talked about that last season. She was a taxi driver, remember?
How you doing? Well, she was a taxi driver.
Oh, that's it.
What was that Tim Allen noise that you just made?
Breaking Bad. Walter White. Peddling meth. Oh man, Tim Allen should just do that. Do like Breaking Bad, like Home Improvement version.
Oh my god.
He should do that. What else is he doing? Doing the voice for Buzz Lightyear?
He's got his shitty Last Man Standing horrible show.
Do that, Tim Allen. Get on
that
YouTube.
Just got picked up by Fox because it got canceled, and then he said it was a conspiracy by the left that he got canceled.
FEMA camps turning the frogs gay. And Tim Allen's show got canceled. Alexa.
Oh man, and then like
Jesse.
Wilson can work for the DEA. Hey neighbor, just got back from another drug bust. Everything went great.
And Jonathan Taylor Thomas disappears to become a nobody.
Disappears to become a nobody.
Yeah, the kid left the show so that he did nothing.
Wait, did he leave while it was still on?
I think it was something like that.
I thought they were
like,
all
he
there.
went to
Yeah,
college.
I think so.
Oh yeah. Well, he had to make that movie with
Santa Claus?
Chevy Chase,
Right.
Oh, Man of the House.
No, he made some kind
Man
of
of the
weird
House,
holiday
yeah.
movie, I
Did
think.
he? It wasn't
Yeah.
the Santa Claus though.
No,
that's
no,
Tim
that's
Allen
Tim
did
Allen.
that. Yeah.
The classic.
First of
Santa
all,
Claus.
I love the first Santa Claus movie.
Hey, yeah, it's great.
As a kid, I still like it.
It came out 3 years ago.
No, that was the Santa Claus 3.
Yeah. Yeah, Sinbad, remember?
Huh?
Sinbad was... Oh, no, I'm thinking of Jingle All the Way. Fuck. I'm getting
Yeah.
all my Christmas movies mixed up. Just combine them all together.
One of the best Sinbad movies, House Guest with Phil Hartman.
Oh, haven't seen it.
Oh man, it's so bad. But it's one of those movies that's like, it's so bad, but you still like it. From like, is it something from your childhood? Phil Hartman is like, hasn't seen his good friend in a long time, and he's like some
Sinbad?
renowned dentist. No, it's not Sinbad. Sinbad starts posing as the friend.
And he doesn't recognize
They
it?
hadn't seen each other for like 15 years or something like that, or 20 years.
Was his friend black?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to understand this. How
Wong,
stupid
it
is
looks so different. Oh man, yeah, my name's still Wong, but
Sinbad!
call me Sinbad. No, he's like on the run from like some mobsters, and he ends up roped in. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's Sinbad.
It's a sin. How bad it is.
Anyway, sidetracked again.
Well,
but check that movie out. Check all these movies out.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but what I was gonna say about Home Improvement. What happened? Then the one kid become a super goth.
Yeah, the
Randy
youngest
or
one.
something?
Youngest one became goth.
What happened to Brad? Wasn't that the old one?
The
Wait,
mullet one?
What were the kids' names? Brad, Chip, and Randy, I want to say.
I don't know. I can't even remember. I remember Wilson. That's it.
I think I got most of
Al
those.
Borland. I remember him.
Wait, was Tim Allen's name wasn't even Tim, was it? Oh, yeah, it was. Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought his name wasn't actually Tim in that. I don't know why. But that's stupid. Then you
Mike
have
Nelson
Pam
says
Anderson.
that's like his most hated show of all time, which I find hilarious. Like Mike Nelson watching that,
Oh,
just seething.
I can... seen every episode.
Like Mike Nelson is angry at it.
That's
This is
hilarious.
shit. Bill Corbett, what do you think?
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I can't do
I
Bill
mean,
Corbett.
the show is horrible. I could see that. All right, sidetracked again. Sorry. All right, anyway.
All right, who's this woman again?
That's Chuck's wife.
But what's her name?
Chuck's wife.
Meredith.
Meredith.
I don't know. I just made that up.
Meredith
I
McGill.
feel like it might be right.
Deborah.
So they have her sign a bunch of shit and fingerprints, a lot of paperwork.
Yeah. Will stuff.
Yeah, you know, and I didn't during the scene when they're like, oh, and James can rummage through some of the stuff, and the garage was left intact. He can go through that if he wants. And then I didn't realize how sick it actually was until she points it out.
I don't think
You
Howard.
want him to go through his the
burnt
ruins
remains?
of the
That's
house?
what people do.
It's I know, but I was just saying, like, that's what he gets to do. Like,
But I don't think Howard knew how bad it was.
yeah. No, I didn't. But I didn't realize it
Doesn't
either
seem bad
until
to me either.
Not until Kim points out, and you're like, "Oh my god, you're right. That's fucking horrible."
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Best acting in the season so far, I would say, even though it was only the second episode.
I mean, no. I mean, it was an extremely powerful, emotional scene. I was like blown away,
Blown.
completely blown. It was spellbinding.
Blown, Jerry. Blown, George. Blown. Hire this man. Is anyone here a marine biologist? There's a supercut on YouTube of every time Larry David did a voice on Seinfeld. It's fucking hilarious.
Sorry, Your Majesty, we don't take $10 bills with big lips drawn on them.
No, but even like, anyone here a marine biologist?
yeah.
Like, that guy's just around everywhere. And then at the funeral, he's like, oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I wish I knew.
And he's the lawyer, right, with the cape.
Who are you? Frank Costanza's lawyer.
That's how he introduces himself. I'm an attorney. I'm Frank Costanza's attorney. Oh, Frank Costanza of Queens?
Where's my father hanging out with a man with a cape? It's good cape weather. A little
No,
chilly.
that's like his only client. That's what,
Yeah. Oh, man.
Well,
What
okay,
else?
Jim comes back, and before he leaves, he's like, oh, you want Thai or Mexican? What would you choose?
oh, that's
Mexican.
tough.
Mexican. I
For
love Mexican.
takeout, though, I'm not going to the place. Thai.
Roots. Okay, Thai? Yeah, Thai's good.
If I was going Mexican.
Yeah, Mexican gets soggy
Yeah.
if you get takeout. Depends on what you get.
Yeah, what are you getting that's going to get soggy?
Tacos can get soggy.
Oh, yeah.
A quesadilla, can get soggy.
Quesadilla.
Anything with a shell, really.
Yeah, anything
Oh.
crispy.
I mean, if you get like
I usually
enchiladas
just get-
or something, that's not going to get soggy because
I
it's
gotcha.
different. It's smothered
For
in sauce.
Thai, I
But
would
anything
get
else,
curry and spring rolls. Spring rolls would still be crispy.
Okay, I usually just get the burger at Mexican places. And
Oh, the burger?
Burger at Thai
Burger
places,
at
too.
Mexican place. I'll have the hot dog.
I'll have the
I'll
French
have
fries
the American
and grilled cheese
Frankfurter,
sandwich,
please.
please. Yeah.
Chicken fingers, por favor.
He thinks Friendly's is a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, friendly Mexican ice cream
Hola!
parlor.
Can I have the watermelon sherbet?
And when Jim gets back, then he's asking, oh, there's what are the two movies? It was Jaws 3D and Grim Heat. What is it? Light something Heat?
Grim heat. How about rim heat?
Ooh.
Yeah, my basketball documentary coming
Just
out this
watching
fall.
We're watching hardcore
Rim
porn.
heat.
Where people have sex while they play basketball.
Yeah, what? That's a documentary. I forget. But anyway, they keep cutting to that fish.
White
They're
meat?
They're talking about Jaws. I think Jimmy's swimming in some shark-infested waters.
Oh, waters!
Connections.
Oh, man.
Did you guys see that video of a guy in one of the Shark Tanks, like, they dropping the cages in the water, and the shark like goes fucking ballistic and breaks into the thing.
There's a few like that.
Hold on.
You saw the footage of the biggest shark on record? Yeah.
That was supposedly pregnant at the time, right? Didn't we say that?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago, and it's pregnant.
Yeah.
It's 20 feet long. Jaws is 25 feet long. But 20 feet long. It's a monster.
That is crazy.
And it's another monster growing inside of it. I do like how Jimmy says, like, unless you want me to pour you something, not as less alcoholic or something like that.
Non-alcoholic. Non-alcoholic, he says. Because I think he implied that those were alcoholic drinks.
No. He says a double negative as like a joke. Those are just the Thai iced teas.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the other thing, the food's gonna get cold.
Here, watch this.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
It was just going like, and these guys watching like, oh shit. And then watch this.
Let me take my hat. Hi guys. I wish I had him in his mouth. That would have been better.
But then the guy just pops up.
He really just ducked.
I mean, they must have. I don't know. He must have like, whoa, Matrix moves in the water.
Like, can you not stop fucking around with nature? Don't play chicken with nature.
That I would never just
look at the ocean.
Proof of why I would never do that. I mean, I was never going to do it anyway, but maybe part of me might think, well, why not? You got to live a little. This might be a good experience. Nope. Never.
No.
Never.
No.
I don't even want to go in the waters in Australia or anywhere where those, they always have like, or, like they always show in South Africa.
Yeah.
That's where they do all the things where they get them to breach the water.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that.
It's crazy. It's just a
madness.
It's a mouth. It's just a sharp teeth and a mouth swimming around.
It's a killing machine.
It doesn't think. Cut off its fins and make soup.
Chiefy.
No, that's not true. Sharks are actually a very important creatures on this planet. And the writer of Jaws, he actually felt bad after he wrote the book because he made people hate sharks. That was not his intention. But he's done a lot of work with wildlife.
I don't hate sharks. I just am
just
fully aware that they're...
It's like a tiger. Tigers are cool.
Dangerous.
Just stay over there in the jungles and not in my living room.
Now, what does this say? Bavarian Boy, it says...
That's because I just saw Bavarian Boy. It says
on the screen Bavarian Boy, but it's called something else when you looked it up.
Yeah, I think it's Merry Wanderer. I mean, it might be a special Merry Wanderer called Bavarian Boy. Or maybe the first edition was Bavarian Boy.
Now, explain why you have such an expertise in Hummels.
Grandparents.
I never even heard of this.
You reached, Mike. I'm not asleep, but I'm not answering.
I'm not interested in antiquities.
No, it's gotta be the river. I love antiquing. I know a guy.
It's a secret passion of mine.
Precious Moments is my game.
Now look, this is your Bavarian Boy. It's a very special Hummel.
It's a Chinese knockoff. To the hat!
You can live in any sitcom world as a background or side character. We were talking a lot about sitcoms tonight, too. Wow, what an appropriate... This should be the last question from the hat for the night.
Oh, this is tough.
Because this is a good one, but it's very difficult.
Because... I don't know why, because it's probably a horrible choice, but my first instinct was Twilight Zone, but that's not going to be a good
sitcom. First of all, it's not a sitcom.
It's not a sitcom, but I was,
And that is a horrible... Even if it was, that is a horrible choice.
Well,
you're going to be like some guy on the plane with William Shatner. You're going to be like, great, I got this nut job on the flight.
You have some other similar choices if you want to meet aliens. You got Mork and Mindy.
Alf?
You got Alf. You got, what's that thing with the guy from
Futurama.
Harry and the Hendersons? He was in
Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah, Third Rock from the
John
Sun.
Lithgow.
They're aliens too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah, Newman's in that.
That's right, Don. He plays Don, the cop. That was a good show.
I like that show.
Man, that's a good question. I definitely
That's tough.
have wanted to exist in certain shows before as a character.
It's probably Full House.
The
or
funny
something
thing is,
stupid.
no, the first thing that came to my mind
Family
was
Matters?
Family Matters. I don't know.
Family.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm telling you, man.
Hey,
I'm looking at
big
Family
guy.
Matters.
Yeah, but those cold Chicago winters? Fuck that.
I mean,
would be awful,
instantly,
yeah.
you have to befriend Urkel, because he's
Yes.
he's a future
He's got a
trillionaire.
time machine, man.
He can make you a handsome person.
Yeah.
And he becomes Stefan Urkel. He can make you the best version of yourself.
You just gotta channel that intelligence.
Man, that is a good one.
Steve!
What other sitcoms?
Hey, like Parks and Rec, is that a sitcom or no?
Yeah. Parks and Rec, Seinfeld, The Honeymooners.
Yeah, but Seinfeld, I couldn't live in New
Home
York.
Alone, not Home Alone. Home Improvement.
Home Alone,
the
the sitcom.
Oh God,
What about Saved by the Bell?
fuck
Oh,
that show.
God.
Oh God,
Nice weather.
I hate Saved by the Bell so much.
You have you both have Prime. Look on Prime. Look up Zach Morris's Trash. I think it was a YouTube channel or something, but all the episodes are on Prime, and it's just he goes through every episode and explains how Zach Morris is just garbage and how he screws everyone over, and it's true.
Doesn't he help the one that went on to be in Showgirls, and she was in First Wives Club? What was the actress's name? She's.
I know.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
She
watch
was
that
addicted
one.
to the pills.
It's because of Zach. The guy explains why.
Oh, yeah?
He keeps pushing her to be part of this music video, but she also needs to study for exams. And so he's, and now the people say she's taking these pills, and Zach's, it's okay. And not until, like, she goes nuts, even though it was supposed to be, it's just caffeine pills in the
supposed
show.
to be a cautionary tale.
No, but it was supposed to be an actual drug, but they weren't allowed
Yeah.
to do it. It was supposed to be some type
It's
of,
supposed to be like speed or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if you chose that 70s show, you get to go back in time.
Yeah, but to the
Yeah.
70s. It's like the worst period.
Ashton Kutcher's there.
Oh, yeah, see? I would just want to be Red. I would just want to hang out with Red from that show.
Gilligan's Island.
Oh, boy.
I Love Lucy.
Yeah, but everyone's smoking everywhere.
Yeah, that's
about
fucking fantastic.
No, it's not. I'm going to die.
No, you're not. It's a sitcom.
When I'm walking outside and if I just pass my cigarette smoke, I don't know why. Like, it starts making me feel sick.
No, I know.
But-
As a former smoker, I can't even.
But
really
cigars
stand
is the
it.
opposite. Like, my dad will be smoking a cigar and I smell it and I was like, ooh, it smells good. But there's something with it just smells like this fake chemical thing to it.
Because they've altered the tobacco to make it more addictive. The
Yeah, they throw a
companies.
bunch of
It's,
shit
more,
in
it's
there.
addictive.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ray Liotta.
It's achieved new levels of addiction.
I was asking you through text, Dexter, was this Frang's first chronological on-screen kill?
I think it was, right?
I think so.
Boss, do you recall on screen in Saul a kill that he's had? I don't think he directly. I don't think so.
No. But
Kills the trash in the parking lot. Damn!
He's an experienced bagger, that's for sure.
He is an experienced bagger.
Bagger Vance, if you will.
I won't.
Well, the way you swing
It's
it,
in
I
the
figure.
field. You got to see the field.
But I do like how every time Frank kills a guy, it's like the most horrific. This
I
is
kept thinking, like, how did the
suffocating to
actor
death.
do this?
This is why you get a tongue piercing, everybody. A nice sharp one.
Huh?
oh,
It was worth. It was
What's he
worth
doing? He's doing a
not being
chameleon
able to
move.
speak at the risk of choking on my own blood from the cuts. Oh man, yeah. Not
see that one that's probably the worst one because you're suffocating and you know it's happening.
But see, but I was thinking though, don't
Well, can he
like.
scrape it on the ground, like, maybe?
Oh, I'd be like breathing into my mouth and biting down and trying
Yeah.
to chew
when
it or
you-
something.
But when you lose like oxygen deprivation, is it like painful like that, or
No,
do you
it's not
go to,
that,
you go to
but-
sleep? Don't you just like
Yeah,
pass
you're
out?
slowly fading away, but it's terrifying because you
Is
know
it?
what's happening.
Yeah.
But you become delirious. I thought.
Yeah, but for the first few moments, you're in absolute terror.
Like
you're
if
dying
oxygen
terrified.
started to like leak out of this room, I guess slowly we would start to just become delirious. We wouldn't
we
necessarily
start-
feel fear.
No, if you don't know about it, no. But
You know what I
he
mean?
knows what's going on.
No, but when
Yeah.
you're holding your breath a long time, you need oxygen. It's like awful feeling, though.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's different when you're just breathing, but there's no oxygen.
Oh, that's true. When
So
you're
you're
breathing,
breathing,
when you're
but you just
breathing, and
kinda-
it's like slowly becoming less.
Yeah.
that's different than if it's suddenly not there.
Because what happens is,
yeah, that's true.
if you can't get even if there's no oxygen in the air, if your body can't get in any air, you got that panic
Yeah,
reflex.
no
and you just-
air.
and then your brain starts going into overload, and you need more oxygen. And then before you know it,
that's
you're,
right.
you're out.
That's why I think I think I've heard that people say that like drowning is extremely painful too. I've heard
Yeah, have
that.
you ever had when you breathe in water up your nose when you're
yeah,
swimming, and it
burns
just
nose.
burns the back of your sinuses?
Oh,
For some
God.
reason, the back of your head hurts. It's this very
I can't
unique,
take no,
painful
I can't,
feeling.
I don't know. I'm just thinking about
I
dying.
think that's just
all
the
I'm thinking about
chlorine
now.
or
I can't
salt.
take it.
It's happened to be in ocean water though.
No, it's happening to me
Salt.
in the pool too. Oh, the chlorine. You said, yeah, the salt. Yeah, and the,
Chlorine probably makes it worse.
Yeah.
I imagine getting your throat slit like that.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's pain. I don't think it's painful. It's definitely
No?
scary.
This is what I. But I did. So I was.
But when you cut yourself, you don't immediately feel pain.
I don't
you
cut
know?
myself.
No, I don't. No, you don't.
Like for the first few seconds, you're looking at, oh shit, I cut myself, and then as you're
Actually,
treating
I've
it,
had
then
very
it hurts.
deep cuts, and I never really hurt.
Yeah, that's what happens.
But actually, this is weird how I guess I found this information. But I was I rewatched There Will Be Blood recently, right? And then
You
I
were
was
telling me
watching
about the documentary about the power of the voice and everything.
Well, that that. But then so I was watching a lot of other stuff. Then like things would come up talking about different like Daniel Day-Lewis things, and one was this behind the scenes thing of about the making of The Last of the Mohicans. And talking about Daniel Day-Lewis and his preparation for that. So he basically was like...
Killed every other Mohican ever.
He made sure he was the last.
What an actor.
So method.
Guy makes a movie every 20 years and wins an Oscar.
But he had like all this extensive training with like this one that was like this legitimate like outdoorsman who actually lives his life as if it was like the 18th century. But... The other thing, it was basically the guy who was training him was this military guy, and he was saying, he's never shot a weapon, so he's got to teach him how to shoot a weapon, combat, all this kind of stuff. And they were talking about training and doing the different fighting moves, and like where to hit with a knife, where to hit with like a tomahawk kind of thing. And the guy is describing how if you get hit in certain areas on your body, like how quickly.
You lose the blood?
You lose the blood.
Yeah.
And he was saying, basically on like your neck, I guess is that the carotid artery, seconds, you'd be done. You'd be done. You'd be passed out. Seconds. So you wouldn't even, by the time you realize what was even happening, you've lost so much blood that it doesn't matter. That's what I think.
That's why lions and cats, they go right for the neck. And
they know.
I guess he also used that knowledge too in Gangs of New York. Remember when he's having Leonardo DiCaprio stab the pig, and he's like, describing like kidney shot or something, and he'll be dead in this amount of time or something. It's good to know. It's good to know how to kill someone.
Whoopsie daisy.
New York City.
Another famous story of that is that Daniel Day-Lewis didn't wear a real jacket. He only wore like the time period jacket to the point where he got pneumonia.
Oh my god! Do you hear
allegedly
the craziest story I've ever heard? Remember the part where he like taps a knife on his eye?
Yeah,
he actually did that. He said,
on his real eye?
Yes, he told the director, no, look, I've been practicing, and they did it. So when he's doing it, he's touching the knife right to his eye.
It's not like a fake, there's not a fake thing on his eye?
No, he actually did that. He's insane.
But the thing is, he's very cryptic when he talks about it, but I understand that. It's not even that wasn't even like really a conscious choice, I don't think, because what he tries to do is, his goal is to not be making conscious choices. That he's just the character. So he's not thinking, ooh, the character will do this now, or I'll do this, and this will be good because this is what the character would do. He's not doing that. There's no thought process. He's just existing as this character. That's
remember he went off to like learn cobbling for like a year?
I guess every actor tries to do, but he does it to the point where like he disappears.
Like,
he disappears completely.
Yeah, and then
tries to.
Other actors, they play like someone in a movie, so now they're on talk shows like they're suddenly an expert on it. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And the other thing is too, like there's like all the stories about people are fucking assholes about it, like on set. Like Jim Carrey supposedly was a real dickhead when the man on the moon Man on the Moon or whatever. And there's like times where like you hear stories about certain people like that.
He was trying to be like Andy Kaufman. Wasn't there a documentary just made about that?
That Jim Carrey made, I think.
Oh, okay. I wanted to see that.
I don't know. But Paul F. Tompkins actually does a really funny thing where because he was in There Will Be Blood. He's in the very beginning. Well, not the very beginning. He's in the first scene when there's actual dialogue when Daniel Plainview is at the town. It's the first meeting that you see him having with town people, explaining like, I'm an oil man. This is my son, and all this kind of stuff. And Paul F. Tompkins is like the head of that group that everybody's. I don't know why everybody's so pissed off.
Wow!
But he talks about.
Does it look like Paul F. Tompkins?
Oh yeah.
How did I've
younger
seen that
though?
movie.
He's like doesn't have a mustache. He's like clean shaven.
Sans mustache.
Yeah, and if you think the movie came out in 2007, so it's almost 10 years ago.
Wow! Yeah, it's great.
Which is crazy. It's incredible.
Tarantino, you ever see that video? He talks about.
He talks about like after he breaks his leg, he's got to crawl out.
Crawls. They don't show it, but it's implied that he crawled like for miles, and
he's still watching them count his minerals there.
Yeah,
like with the gun right next to him.
And I think while that director made There Will Be Blood, then right after that,
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Then right after that, Tarantino did
Django.
I don't know, but he was so impressed with There Will Be Blood. He's like, fuck, I got to make better movies. Like he was inspired to make better movies.
It's one of the best movies of all time. It's like the Citizen Kane of
not on my
century. Like what?
No, I'm joking.
he talks about Paul F. Tompkins had a stand-up thing where he talks about how he was on the set of the movie and how Daniel Day-Lewis would be there, like sitting in the chair, you know, just in this like this hot room and everything, and you know, and you hear stories about how he's a very intense person. He's like, no, he's not that intense. He is the most intense person in the world. And you see him like,
then he screams and runs out
he
of the
like
interview.
he was like not going to speak to him or whatever. So how you doing today? You know, like that kind of thing. He was just, but he was very nice and like, you know, it's just like fascinating stuff though. Anyway,
All right, Better Call Saul.
Again, digressing.
Great episode. It's only going to get better.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like more scenes with Kim in pajama pants.
Yes.
If they could, please, Vince.
Love them.
It's creepy.
Just throwing that out there.
Creepy.
More scenes of Kim in pajamas. Yeah, I love them.
No, we talked about that last season, remember?
We did.
Yeah, we creeped it up last season.
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
Something about girls in pajama pants.
Love it.
Yeah, I think easy access was one of the words used.
Really?
Ripped right off.
Did we talk about though how when you see like in college the girls would show up in their pajamas? I just find that to be the most revolting
That's just
thing.
weird.
Really?
Yeah, show up to class in slippers and pajamas.
Well, if they're like flannel, they're not that nice.
It was like one of those red onesie bodysuit pajamas
With the
the
butt
flap
flap?
in the back.
That's odd choice, but okay.
Anyway,
So first episode was Smoke. This is Breathe.
what's the next one called?
Oh, did you want to spoil it? I don't think so.
Oh, you can't breathe smoke. What's this one? What's the next one? It's going to be related to that.
Let's take a guess.
Association.
Smoke.
So far,
breathe,
it's been one
extinguish.
monosyllabic thing.
Extinguisher. Oh, monosyllabic. That's not monosyllabic.
Well, the next episode is 2 words with multiple syllables.
Oh shit.
It's SB are the initials.
Are the initials?
Spy.
Yeah. I like doing these guessing games.
Something blinks.
SB, 2 words.
Something is the first word.
Something
Buddy. Something but.
breaks. Something
Big.
borrowed.
Big.
No.
Something.
I thought I had it. Beautiful.
Something beautiful.
Oh.
Hummel figurines.
Ooh.
Wow. This is beautiful.
I'm going to jerk off now.
Wow. Gonna be like The Rock in that skyscraper movie. Wow.
I really
incredible.
like those pajama
This
pants.
is the most technologically advanced building in the entire world. Look, everything is made of a computer and it's all holographic. Wow. Amazing.
That's what that movie's about?
It's the most advanced building ever built in the world. Billions of dollars. It's the tallest building. And at the very top, it's basically like a computerized version of the mirror room in Enter the Dragon. But then what happens is it can make it look like anything you want it to.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And
but
The
they
Rock
use that.
is...
Anyway, The Rock was a Marine or in the military. Then he was for the FBI and he did like hostage rescuing stuff. But the mission goes bad in the beginning.
You've seen this movie?
Yeah, in the theaters with my 2 brothers. We went because we were like, oh wow, this is going to be like like one of these over the top action movies. It was so
You know what I heard is
boring.
actually one of the best days to go to the movie is Thanksgiving morning and Christmas Day. So if you guys ever want to do that.
I think we have families that we spend time with. I don't know, but
Oh,
we're
that's
trying.
right. I forgot
Forgot
that.
that
Families.
You're completely alone.
Yeah. Loneliness is my family.
And you're not invited to either of our family events. No,
It's all right. I'm
no,
allergic to turkey,
I would
mashed
definitely
potatoes.
be interested in doing that.
Or just over like Thanksgiving break or something.
Oh
like that.
yeah, no, I've gone to the movies like after Thanksgiving dinner before. I've done that too,
Oh, okay.
because people like eat.
Well, boss,
early.
aren't you done with like Thanksgiving by like
Well,
2
he's done
p.m.?
insanely
Pretty early,
early.
yeah.
Like,
I'm not done that early.
like the cookie's still, the turkey is still cooking in my house, and he's like, "Hey, you guys free? we
want to hang out?
haven't even, you haven't even sat down to eat yet.
I just woke up.
It's 2 in the afternoon. Thanksgiving. I'm Oxnard.
I'm Dexter.
I'm boss.
Goodbye.